Absolute wealth. Real investors, real results.
Hey everybody, this is John Carter for Absolute Wealth. Let's take a quick look at the markets. And this has been a fairly fascinating ride in the stock indexes. One thing I wanted to show you real quick here is the Trin. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not. This is a tip that I learned a long time ago when I first started trading, and it's been extremely valuable in terms of when to look for reversals. And essentially, anytime the Trin, okay, Trin, which is the NYSE traders, it's based on volume. It measures up volume versus down volume. It's also known as the ARMS index, named after its founder, Richard Arms. So anytime the Trin closes above 2, that says 2.02, but it's above 2, then you have a 90% chance of a rally the next day, okay? So let's look. Here it closed above 2. Here's where we closed. We rallied the next day, okay, but ultimately the market was actually fairly volatile. Okay, it's not a clean one, but you can see here that the question is the next morning it's like, oh my gosh, there's been this big move down. Are we going to crash? Okay, if the Trin's over 2, we're not. All right, look at this right here. The market got crushed this day on June 11th. What happened the next day? We rallied back almost 50% of that move. Guess what happened? The Trin was over 2. So what happens here is if you see days like this towards the end of the day and the Trin's over 2, guess what? It's a good day to buy at the end of the day, okay? Or if you're short, cover and take your profits, because the next day, guess what? You're going to get a short covering rally. All right, here just a couple days ago, markets got crushed again. What happened the next day? Trin's over 2, bam. Not a big rally by any stretch, but if you'd bought the dead lows of the day here, you could have flipped them out and made a profit. And finally, here we go again. Monday, pretty nasty day. Trin's over 2. And what do we do today? We rally. So it's a very, very handy indicator. It's one of my favorite tools. It doesn't come into play all the time. I mean, you can see it's, most of the time it's just kind of down here, like around 1 or so. But when you get those extreme conditions, it's extremely important. All right, so if we look at this then, what we have is we got a down day. Okay, then we got the up day. Remember, we had the oversold Trin, now it's up. Oversold Trin, now it's up. Now what happens here? Well, we just have a wall of resistance here on the S&Ps. And if we look at just kind of this trend line right here, we've slammed right into it. There's a ton of resistance right here. If bulls are going to get anything going here to the upside, we have to get a move above this 1340 level right here. Just think of this as just a wall of resistance. If we get through 1340, we are going to new highs, okay? Well, that's great. So what do we do from here? I'm actually looking at picking up some long stocks here, some stocks, but let me clarify, not just any stocks, stocks that are defying the market right now. Like defying, not defining. So Walmart, new highs here. The stock, even when the market was getting crushed, is doing fine. Now Walmart it's not going to take off like a banshee or anything like that, but it's nice and steady. Okay. Amazon, one of my favorite ones here. This is one that we bought on pullbacks the other day. It's popped up here, looking for more upside there. And finally, MasterCard. Okay, these are fantastic stocks. They're doing great in a dead market like this. What am I not interested in? I'm not interested in buying Apple. Okay, Apple's very sloppy here. That's not the kind of company that I want to put my money into right now. I'm not interested in buying Baidu. Okay, that's not working well either. All right, so we've got a market here. You've got the bulls that are just kind of raring to go here, trying to get something going. They've got a wall of resistance to get through. We want to see if they can do it. In the meantime, I'm looking at buying strong stocks. And then ultimately at this point, if the market does fail, if we do get a close below that 1309.27 level, then I'm looking for a quick move down to this level. Okay, I'm not too aggressive about shorting right now. I am focused on being long strong stocks because the surprise move at this point would be the upside. Everybody's expecting bad news. Everybody knows what's going on in the world. They're expecting the markets to fall. Typically, a lot of times markets have a nasty way of surprising people with that. Okay, hope that helps. You guys have a fantastic rest of the day, and we'll see you at the next update.